you think? One, is it? Well, you are right!
Fucking hell.
Hell, I've never heard of it. I've done any call, I've guessed it.
That's oftentimes apparently the best way to go about these news quizzes, which tells you a little bit of the quality of the news quiz. Richard Webster, what was the last console game developed by Techland before Dying Light? Is it A, Hellraid, B, Dead Island Riptide, C, Dead Rising 3, or D, Call of Juarez Gunslinger?
I don't even have the slightest inkling of a thought of a possibility of a clue. Um,
The game just made prior to Dying Light by Techland.
Call of Juarez is an old game. Um, Dead Rising 3 is an old game. Dead Dying Light was recent-ish, wasn't it? Dying Light. Boom.
No, Dying Light
Rich,
is a game we've just
yeah,
made.
we're
Oh,
gonna go back through the question here for you, Rich. What
okay.
was the last console game developed by Techland before they made Dying Light? Is it
Okay.
A, Hellraid, B, Dead Island Riptide, C, Dead Rising 3, or D, Call of Juarez Gunslinger?
See, was Dead Island 3 out before not Dying Light? I couldn't say fucking Dying Light. Um, Dead Island, Riptide was before Dead Rising 3, I think. Dead Rising 3 was a launch title for the Xbone. But Riptide might have come later as DLC or second game. Let's go to fucking Dead Island. It's probably wrong. It's probably Dead Rising, but Dead Island.
All right, Richard Webster, brace yourself. You're wrong. Fraser Morris,
Yeah, sorry.
Hellraid, Dead Rising 3, or Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Which of these games was made by Techland before they made Dying Light?
I can't. I'm not familiar with the first one, so I'm going to say Dead Island 3.
Your
Dead
choice.
Rising 3?
Dead Rising 3, Call of Juarez.
Dead Rising 3.
Okay, Dead Rising 3. And you're wrong. Mark Wright,
I think
Both
I
my
know
answers
this.
are wrong.
I think
Hellraid,
this is a bit of a trick question because
Hellraid,
the-
or Call of Juarez
yeah.
Gunslinger?
the Gunslinger, the Call of Juarez is an old game, but the Gunslinger was an Xbox Live Arcade game, if I'm not mistaken, and it was Kinect functionality, and it was quite good apparently. I'd say that one. I'm probably wrong.
Mark Wright. You little stud muffin. Well done. You got it
Yep.
right. I will point out, though, I think you had two games mixed up a little bit. There was Gunslinger. That was the Kinect game that you controlled the puppet, so to speak.
Yeah,
the
that's what I
Gunslinger
thought
puppets.
it was. Yeah.
Call of Juarez Gunslinger was in fact an Xbox Live Arcade game. It was released out to Xbox Live Arcade on the 360, and it was a Gunslinger title. It was extremely popular, and a lot of people really liked it. So there. But it was a Western. It was a Western
Yeah.
six-shooter.
So I won by fluke.
You won by fluke, which means you get to start off with name back of the box, Mark. Here we
Right.
go. Name the game back based on the back of the box description. Here we go.
Yep,
I love this.
I do. I love these.
Cyber Seed is back, and they're stealing plutonium from every atomic power plant in the world. Every nation sent out its best forces to try and put an end to this disastrous situation, but none of them succeeded. There was one brave soul who dared to meet the challenge. Joe Musashi. Be Joe Musashi and save our beautiful planet from destruction.
I know what this one is.
Did I say Joe Musashi right?
I don't know, but I think I know what it is.
I just like saying Joe Musashi. Would you like me to read it one more time?
Yes, please. Well, I'll try to think of something.
Mark, Cyber Seed is back, and they're stealing plutonium from every atomic plant in the world. Every nation sent out its best forces to try and put an end to this disastrous situation, but none of them succeeded. There was one brave soul who dared to meet the challenge. Joe Musashi. Be Joe Musashi and save our beautiful planet from destruction. Every time I read it, I will change it up just a little bit.
Yeah. No. No, I'm stumped on this one.
Cyber
Are you-
Seed is back. Sorry.
I usually get about 50% of these, and I usually get them when I'm listening at work. Because it's usually something I've played and it sticks in my mind, but I don't know this one. I will take a complete wild guess and say Bionic Commando.
Oh, I was going to say that one as well. Good guess.
Well, Richard Webster, it's a good thing you didn't say that because, Mark Red, I'm afraid you are wrong. It is not Bionic Commando.
It's Bionic Commando rearmed. I'm only messing. That's not the answer.
No, but I believe we're coming back to you, Mr. Webster, so if you can give me an answer, that would be great.
Okay.
Well, my answer's
I have,
wrong. So
I have no clue, so just give me it one more time. Here we go.
All right. Cyber Seed is back, and they're stealing plutonium from every atomic power plant in the world. Every nation sent out its best forces to try and put an end to this disastrous situation, but none of them succeeded. There was one brave soul who dared to meet the challenge, Joe Musashi. Be Joe Musashi and save our planet from destruction.
God, it's a horrible, horrible story. It's shocking. Every nuclear power plant in the world. Oh dear. It has to be Japanese. I don't know. What was the story of Shenmue? No, that was a city thing, wasn't it? Joe Musashi. Was it like? God, blank faces.
I never know these, so just for the record, I get a kick out of reading them. I'm horrible with the back of the box. Unless it's Halo.
Okay, Joe Musashi does not ring even the slightest bell. Street Fighter 2.
I'm sorry to say you are incorrect, Richard Webster. Fraser Moores, do you have a guess?
I did have a guess. I thought it was for some reason I thought it was Vanquish, but it's not. I know what it is, but it's not Vanquish though. So I got it wrong. I would have got it wrong, and I've cheated, and I've looked up since.
All right. Well, what's the cheated answer? We'll
Shinobi.
Technically wrong. Cyber Shinobi.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Greg,
Yes. Rich.
that was the answer that I gave to a random game.
Oh, yeah.
I said like Cyber Shinobi randomly.
Yeah. So here's the funny part, Rich. And maybe we should have gone with the hints because it would have actually been a little fun. So the first hint was circa 1990 from Sega, which I don't know that would have necessarily given this away. The next one was very comical because hint number 2 is Richard Webster knows this game. Well done,
what's that
Jason
game?
Johnson. Well done. Cyber Shinobi.
That's
All
an
right.
odd. Was that really popular? That's an odd one to pick out because it is. You're right. Shinobi was like the first one, and then there's Shadow Dancer, The Revenge of Shinobi, The Secret of Shinobi, then Cyber Shinobi. And he's
Yeah.
going deep into the Shinobi world there.
Yes. I think
Yeah, I
Jason
remember-
Johnson likes to do this to us. He just likes to screw put the screws in a little tighter every once in a while.
I loved that game, the Cyber Shinobi. It was great.
I don't think I played Cyber Shinobi.
Yeah, I
I
loved
could
it.
be wrong. I don't know.
I remember playing one of the Shinobis on a Commodore 64, one of the early ones. I'm sure I did, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Going back years now.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves real quickly. I have a guest asking me a question. So actually, why don't we do this? Let's
Do you want me to go
dive
through
into.
the golf. Or
Well, we should.
new
one,
releases.
new releases, and then Mr. Webster, we do need to announce the winners for the March giveaway.
We do. We had a March giveaway for strategy,
We
baby.
do. Yeah. So why don't you guys lead that real quick? I'll be right back.
Go for it. Do you want to do the new releases first, Mark?
We're both waiting for each other, aren't we? Yeah,
No,
so the
light.
new releases from Saturday the 4th of April through to the 10th of April. We have Bastion coming to PS4 on April 7th. Another remake on the new gens.
Yes.
A game I want to play but I'm happy waiting for. Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin Edition on Xbox One and PS4. It says on here 360 and PS3 as well. That must
does,
be for
and
the DLC for the Scholar part, yeah, I presume?
Yeah,
And
probably.
PC, yeah. Because a bit like they did with Dark Souls, didn't they? The Die Edition or whatever it was with the
Yeah.
DLC. On the 3DS, for our friend Gary Lever, God, what is this? Etrian Mystery Dungeon.
Game
Said
of the
that
year.
completely
Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. On the Vita, Monster Bag. Never heard of that, but sounds interesting. April 7th. And this was quite a decent game. They've come up with a sequel, Stealth Inc. 2. Originally known as Stealth Bastard, if I'm not mistaken. Quality name. That's on PC, PS4, PS3, and Vita on April 7th. No mention of the bone there.
Give it time, Mark. Give it time.
Yeah. This is, I know this is going to be a PS Plus game for April. Tower of Guns on the PS4 and PS3, April 7th. Star Drive 2 on the PC, the Mac, Mac, and Linux on April 9th. Dead Synchronicity on the PC, April 10th. Oh, here we go. Stealth Inc. 2 on the Bone, April 10th. And Tower of Guns on the Bone, X-Bone on April 10th. So that's the upcoming week's releases.
Excellent. Thank you, Mark. Mr. Webster, did we get the announcements in yet?
No, so I'll do those now. As the listeners know, we had a March strategy for the whole of March, and it was great. I missed out a load of games that I wanted to do, but just didn't have time. But maybe I'll throw them up again at some point. We had a winner. The actual giveaway, the main giveaway, was giving away Sid Meier's Starships, and we had a lovely lad called Koi Doan, who sent us a selfie of himself playing a strategy game on PC. He sent it in email, didn't he?
Yes.
So we sent him the code. He said he was very honoured to win. So he loved that. And this hasn't actually been announced, and I believe he's listening, and he has no idea yet. Teflon, you've won Company of Heroes 2.
Excellent.
Yay. Well done,
And he
Teflon.
won it with what joke? Let's repeat the joke.
A priest, a rabbi, and a monk walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "What is this? Some kind of joke?"
Ba-dum-dum.
So yeah, he wins that. XCOM, no one sent in a thing for that.
How did he win with that?
It was the only one.
That was not
Win
well.
by de-
There
win
were
by
a couple.
default.
There were a couple other entries, but they were disqualified for
Nefarious reasons.
nefarious
I don't
reasons.
even know the
exactly.
meaning of that word. Yeah. And XCOM, no one won. So I'll sort something out with that at some point.
Yeah. Those are
No,
always
it's-
tough though when you're like emailing your strategy game idea. I always find response to that kind of stuff to be a little on the low side.
Yeah, people probably thought it'd be stupid. Like, I wasn't looking for an actual, like, something I could pitch to, for Axis or anything. It was just, you could have just said a bunch of whores, like Hotline Miami 2 shit or something. I don't know. Never played that game, so I could.
That's because memories don't fade of when I sent in a blinding idea for a game and won and never got my prize. People know. They don't forget that shit.
Dear.
Apparently you don't.
No.
Well, just to sidetrack everybody, I have something here.
Oh,
Oh,
It
shiny.
is a PS Vita or a PS TV triple game code, and you get Ollie Ollie, Worms Revolution Extreme, and Velocity Ultra. And now we'll be giving that away to someone in the Twitch stream very shortly. And you just need to answer one question about something I said earlier in the show. So keep remembering.
Okay.
I'll do that in a bit. I'll do that after the golf.
Okay, that's good.
Exciting.
Stop
times.
forgetting. Keep remembering.
All right. Well, let's talk about.
Stop that forgetting, everyone.
Yes, we're going to confuse everybody now by talking about golf. The Golf Club Cross-Platform Challenge continues on. It marches on. We just completed up the X-Gen Challenge number 8, which was the Golf Club at Hunter Meadows course. It was handicap play. I don't know what the next course is. Mark, have we have either Gary or you picked this out?
How's that golf club game going, Mark?
Whose turn is it?
It's either yours or Gary's. One of the two. I picked out this past course.
Bollocks. No. I've not picked one, sorry. I've got the results for
That's-
this one, but
that's
I've not done
good.
the next one.
What have
Yeah.
you been doing instead, Mark?
Bloodborne.
Exactly.
I forgot it was my turn actually. So someone in the Twitch, and we've got a few golfers in there. Someone put up a course really quick.
And he'll give you
Yes,
a Vita
Julek,
code.
I'm giving away a Vita triple game code. But you weren't here earlier, so you might struggle with this unless someone helps you out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's
Uh,
get to the results while we think of the course, Mark.
Yeah, because I'm slowly killing this, aren't I?
Yes.
Right,
Slowly
results.
killing it.
So for this week's event, it was the Golf Club at Hunter Meadows, which was challenge number 8. And on the PS4, we have, in order, we have Tuscan77, who did an even round. We have Real Kahuna, who did it in a -1. We have Big Daddy, not to be mistaken with Big Bad Daddy, which is Stu from the Veteran Gamers. He got a -3, so that's quite a good score. That's getting better. The new chap I mentioned last week, who I forgot his name, apologies, is called Adam Brown 2, and he's come in with a cracking -5 on his debut round with the G4TE challenge. So well done,
wow.
Adam Brown. Yep.
Very nice.
But we have a winner on the PS4. Not an overall winner, or maybe he might be. Is Verbal Rob with -7. So well
nice,
done, Robin.
Verbal Rob. Very nice.
-7. I haven't put a score in because I've been too busy playing Bloodborne. On the old Xbox One, the Bone, as people like to call it, we have, and this looks like a new name as well, the Caretaker 61 with +5. Arnat79, who did an even round. Is that Natras? Is that the same person? Natras79?
No, I
Probably.
don't believe.
Yeah,
No.
probably.
No. No. We've got Step J. We know why he's called Step J now from the. Was it a Veteran Gamers show? That was interesting. He got a mine. Oh no, it was our show, wasn't it? Last week. Oh god, I'm losing it. -1.
Get
Bloodborne.
yourself back to Bloodborne, lad.
Yeah, Bloodborne. Murphy's Law, who cheated his way to a -4.
Cheated.
And TMG Cerberus with a -5. And holy cow, Ballbag 420, -10.
Yeah, he was crushing it. He was crushing it.
Yeah. And on the PC, we have Barrichello's Ghost, which is Andy, with a -2. The Real Deformed, I love that name. We just read out last week. You like Ron Burgundy, aren't you, Greg? You just read anything what's on these notes. The Real Defoe with -3, and Amros89 with a -4. He's getting too good, is Gary. He's getting really good at this. And the leader on the PCs is the Taffman with -6, and they've all just disappeared.
They have not disappeared, but the course for the Next Gen Challenge has been picked.
Oh, yes. It is Redemption,
Yes.
whatever that means. So,
The
yeah.
course name is
You want-
Redemption. It is an
you
easy
want to-
course.
Yep.
Green speeds are medium fast, and the firmness is medium firm.
Like a bit of firmness. You know what I mean?
Yes. Exactly.
You just want to search for the tournament by searching for OC X Gen Challenge 9. And then you should see it. If you're on PS4, make sure you've got Marcanics, which is me, on your friends list. Because these are set to private. On the Xbox One, make sure you got Murphy's Law on your friends list. And on the PC, make sure you got The Real Defoe, which is all one word, on your friends list. And do the search for the thing. Make sure you do it on that challenge. You can't just do it without being in that tournament, because we won't see your scores. Because is this one a handicap one, Greg?
I believe we will stick with the handicap format.
Right. Yeah.
It works.
So make sure you do it on the challenges so we can see your scores, please. So that's going for another week. So good luck with that.
There we go.
Right. Are we ready for this PS Vita triple game bundle?
I think so.
You can even see, for those who are in the live stream, the scratch panel still hasn't been rubbed off yet.
Which is good, because if you hadn't, or if you had rubbed it off, then
Yeah.
it would just be stealing it right now.
Right. Earlier in the show, I've mentioned on several occasions and quite emphasised it. How many days have I now got off? The first person in the Twitch chat to put in how many days I've got off work who wants the PS Vita triple game, it's yours.
I know this answer.
Yeah.
I can't win though.
No.
Fraser, did you stop forgetting?
And I think it was Stu
I didn't
wants
stop
so bad as
forgetting.
well.
Stu's just going to start randomly
Uh,
throwing
ooh.
numbers in there.
That's a
Yeah.
good question. Hardly Dan wins.
Hardly Dan. Look at
Hardly
you.
Dan wins. The answer was 10. I have 10 days off work now. Well done, Dan.
Well done
Prop for
indeed.
Hardly Dan today. He's cleaning up. Got all his
Yes.
Christmas presents.
You can tell I'm getting old. I can't see in the dark light here. I'm going to have to put a light on here. Hang on. Carry on. You carry on with the show while I read if it's...
Oh dear, Greg, you don't want to see what Parsnips wrote about you.
Oh, Parsnip.
Stu Leckie said so. Like he never realised people got up off the chair in the podcast and disappeared.
They do.
Parsnip says you've got IBS.
I do. I totally have IBS. It's rough, man. It's rough.
And I have KFC. That's why I had to get it. I have KFC. It's way past my bedtime. I've got to keep something down to keep me going.
I think I'm hungry now.
Yeah. KF the chicken.
Oh, I'm starving. Shh, quiet.
The skin's the best part.
So, Dorian, love him to death.
It's a Colonel special recipe.
Now he's saying he made it up. I never thought it was serious anyway.
Yeah.
Nothing we say serious.
Dorian loves sending me the updates for the Forza 5 Hot Lap challenges to my cell phone. Dorian, this is not an effective way of getting this to me. I just would like to point that out. Email works a lot easier because then I can cut and paste it into my notes. Otherwise, I have to just sit here and read from my phone, which I'm going to do now because this is what you've done to me, bastard. All right, huge congratulations. This is for the Hot Lap final results for the March 2015 Hot Lap Challenge. Congratulations to Smurftastic23 for winning this month. Henwood owes you a custom paint job, so well done. Make sure you hound Henwood for your paint job. A big thanks to everyone who took part, and well done to the Taffman for hanging in there in fourth. It was lovely to see Fumu throw in his hat. Fumu, you threw in a hat. I've never seen you wear a hat, for the record. All right, we had Smurftastic finishing out at a fantastically fast 1 minute 38.822 seconds. Then in order of finishing, we had the Henwood, MSK Beans, the Taffman, Tequila Slam came in at number fifth. Yeah, that's good English. Number 5. TMG Cerberus came in at 6th. Real Kahuna, 7th. Parsnip Nose 3000, the dirty little bastard, came in at number 8. PG Tips finished in at number 9. Quibby Jones finished in at 10. TB Krashnik at 11. Off Target came in at 12th. And Fumu, number 13.
Eat it.
Yes, that's also known, by the way, as last place.
That's fine. I'm comfortable with that, Greg.
That was for the eat it comment, just for the record. All right. We also want to acknowledge the victories achieved because we do this contest every quarter. Our quarter is a little different than other quarters. I was apparently absolutely dead wrong last week when I said the quarter was wrapping up at the end of March. It's not. It actually goes all the way through April. So it was February 1st through to April 30th, and it will wrap up on April 30th. That is when we will pick a random winner to win $20 US, 15 pounds UK. It'll either be for PSN, Xbox Live, or Steam Spacebucks. So finish some games. Tweet it to @g4te.com. Include a selfie with maybe the game in the background if you can manage. But most importantly, you in the picture. And you get entered into the Victory Chiefs contest. So, as of April 3rd, we had Chris MJW finishing Ori and the Blind Forest, Mr. Miyagi 1994, Mr. Miyagi 1984 finished AC Unity Dead Kings DLC, which we do accept DLC expansions. They have to be substantial, and we will not take just completing an episode of, say, the Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead. You have to play the whole season to get those in there.
Yeah, don't be a lazy bastard.
Don't be a lazy bastard, exactly. MTB Matt 1 finished Dragon Age Inquisition. Real Kahuna finished The Order 1886, I believe the same day he bought it. April... Sorry, I couldn't resist. All right, and that does it for the victories achieved. So congratulations to all of you. And then, of course, in a timely post, the way Parsnip put this together, he now is explaining the next Hot Lap Challenge for April, and that is going to be a G4TE Track Hot Lap Challenge. It is going to be a 2007 Civic Type R, the Top Gear full track, and you'll be using the C500 Henwood tune, and it's the BTCC 2015 tune to be specific. All of this, of course, will be in the forums, so make sure you go check that out on g4te.com. Greg, please confirm those 3 messages. Parsnip, 3 messages confirmed. Let us move on. Let us wrap this show up. Closing note time.
Wrap it like a gift and give it to our listeners.
We're putting a bow on it right now. This long podcast has been brought to you on Twitch. You can watch us live every Friday at 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. EST, and 11 p.m. BST as it stands today, right now. Live.g4te.com. It'll take you right to our Twitch page. You can send us a speak pipe like good friend of the show, Bongo the Sane, did. And we're going to listen to that right now. Hopefully, you'll hear it in the Twitch stream.
Hello, it's Robin here calling in from sunny Florida. Sorry I can't be on the show this week. I am on vacation and rest and relaxation is taking the first place in my life just at the moment. Wow, Florida is so big, so many things to do, so much to see. All of these theme parks, Disneyland, Epcot, going to Universal this afternoon. One of the highlights for me so far has been visiting the Kennedy Space Center for a behind-the-scenes special tour, getting up close to an Apollo Saturn rocket. Wow! Almost brought a tear to my eyes when I got up really close into the space shuttle on display in the main center. Just fantastic. I want to say a big thank you to Amaranth. I want to say a big thank you to Euthanasia for pointing me in the direction of a Target sale. I've been shopping. Great shopping. And I bought Grand Theft Auto 5. I bought Dying Light and some copies for Mark. Got him some Borderlands. And he'll be getting those when I get back. So having a great time. Sorry I'm not on the show. We'll be doing my Clash of Clans double header this weekend. So all our cock guys, get the Clash of Clans going there. Woo! And well, I gotta go. I've got Walmart calling me. Gotta do more shopping. Gotta do more stuff. And on Saturday, I'm gonna shoot machine guns, M4s, AK-47s. Whoa, I'm in America. Anyway, speak to you soon. Lots of love from Florida. Bye, guys.
All right. So apologies if that didn't come through so clear. I don't know. Maybe you guys have in the Twitch stream. Hopefully you heard that. If not, on the audio feed, we'll plug it in for sure. All right. Emailing the show. You can always email us, and that's simply podcast@g4te.com. You can tweet us at OC_podcast. You can hang out in our new fancy Facebook group. Just go to fb.g4te.com, and you'll see our Facebook group growing every day. It's just marvelous. I'm not a Facebook person, to be perfectly honest.
We're at 99 members already.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's growing.
It's newfangled stuff, down with the kids, you know what I mean?
I know. Anyway, so that's it for the show. Let's do a quick shout-outs and get out of here. It's been a long one. Fraser, why don't you kick it off? Being the birthday boy, you take the honors. Lead us out.
I'll just give a shout-out to everyone. Hope everyone has a very nice Easter weekend. There you go. That's it. All right.
That's good. I can't argue with that. Simple to the point.
I hadn't really thought about it. Sorry, it caught me off guard.
Well done. Mark, any shout-outs?
I just want to shout out Robin. He's having a great time in Florida by the look of it. Jammy bastard, I wish I was there. And he's bought me 2 games, which well, I'm going to pay for them obviously, but we're on a buy one get one free thing in Target or something. So he texted me all the way from America and said, "Do I want any games?" So he's getting me a couple of games, which I think he said in his speak pipe. So thank you, Robin. Love you, loads. Rich.
I'd like to shout out Nicole for reasons. I want to shout out the Gamesman podcast, the Gamesman RPG, because I will be on that podcast on Sunday.
Dun,
Nice.
dun, dun.
As a
Look
guest.
at you. Podcast
myself.
whoring.
Put a tie on, Greg. They come running. Come be on our show. Come on. It's all about professionalism, you see. I'll be on that show Sunday night, The Gamesman. It's a great podcast. Give it a listen. I want to shout out 3 guys on Twitter, Dashfire61, Gorthor, and Mason Morris 9. I was tweeting a lot of shit about Star Citizen, and anyone who listens to the show will know I fucking hated fuck, what? Cheeky bastards, just with like selling the ships and stuff. But turns out they're actually all right. They kind of changed my mind, these guys. At first it was all like Twitter troll hell. It was like, you knobhead, you can't afford the game, so you're kicking off. And I was like, man, I buy graphics cards. It's not about not affording it, man. And gloves come off. And then they started name calling, and then it turned around, and then it turned into an all right conversation, and then we now follow each other. That's where we're at.
That recant of that whole argument almost sounds like a drunken, a pub argument where you start off angry at one another, you're calling one another names, you've been drinking, and by the end of the night, you're like all buddy,
Hugging,
grabbing,
and
hugging
kissing.
one another, kissing, saying "I love you, man."
That's exactly what it was. It was very educated. It taught me that Star Citizen, the lead designer isn't taking a salary yet. He's living off old copyrights. Yeah, he doesn't want to take a salary until the game is ready and finished. The expensive ships are only for die-hard fans who want to donate that much money to the game for development.
I bet he's not eating top ramen. I'm sure he's probably doing okay.
Yeah, he's living off old copyrights. I think he did some old. I can't remember the names of them, but like Wing Commander and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he did all. But I mean, and it's what he's trying to do. It's imagine like Mass Effect 2. Planetary exploration, but like on every planet, and it's first person. It's gonna be cool if he can pull it off. So happy with that. I'll just wait till it's $60 and stuff on release. So shout out those 3 guys because that was good. And I want to shout out Koidon and Teflon and everyone who's won competitions with us. Don't forget we've got the GTA 5 PC giveaway. Go to our Facebook page fb.g4te.com. You can win GTA 5 on PC. Just like the page, and I just did a little bit. On next week's show, we will also have another live giveaway because we're in the spirit of live giveaways. Listen live next week. Next week, people. April 11th. No, sorry, April 10th. It's now April. Yeah, April 10th. It's gone into the next day. April 10th, listen live because you could possibly win the episodes from Liberty City.
Okay. All right.
PC.
Nice.
That's a sneak preview. So, Greg, go.
All right. Well, one, I need to apologize to everybody that
Like the post, sorry, I just quickly pass it. You need to like the Facebook post where it says if you want to win GTA 5, like post, not page. Greg, go.
All right. Well, as I was saying, I need to apologize to everybody for my picture earlier that I posted up during Mark's topic of Bloodborne because it is offensive in its nature. Because if you look at it, he's got 6 fingers, and I apologize for that because it should have only been
Greg
5.
math again.
Yeah.
No wonder your math's so shit.
Exactly. So.
Well,
there's
I'm
that.
even more offended now because when I first saw it, I thought it were a cock and balls.
No, I wouldn't. I would never stoop to such a thing. It would merely just be this picture, Mark.
I do have fat fingers though, like
See?
everything
Yeah.
else.
All right. I want to thank the listeners for sticking with us and participating, winning stuff. Well done on you. I want to thank the 3 of you for making the podcast. It is always a blast. I want to thank. I just want to say, Steve and Lisa, we love you, and I'm going to keep it at that. Just that we love them. So that's it. We're done. It's been a fun show, and we will see you all next week. Tune in live if you want to win some free stuff. live.g4te every Friday, 3 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and 11 p.m. BST. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Dramatic
That's it.
pause so we don't cut off.